Next this evening, rescue workers in India are continuing their desperate search for more than 10,000 people stranded by the country's devastating monsoon floods. More than 800,000 people are now homeless across the state of Kerala. The popular tourist destination on the South Indian coast has had more than 10 days of torrential rain. The state's main airport in Kochi has been submerged and remains closed indefinitely. Resorts like Munnar and Ponmandi remain isolated after huge landslides cut off access roads. More than 350 people have been killed in the disaster. The government here says it's ready to respond, but is still waiting for an official call for international assistance. Ronke Phillips has the latest.
Carried along by the fast-flowing tide, this man is just able to make it to safety before being swept downstream. The relief effort is mostly being led by local people with their own boats, but emergency services have brought in inflatable dinghies and helicopters to transport much-needed supplies to isolated villages. But those working in the worst affected areas say more food, water and medicine is desperately needed to deal with the 800,000 people who've been displaced and are living in emergency shelters.
The problem right now is a very big problem. And of course, the Indian government has also announced a contribution of a large amount of money here for the relief efforts. But there will be a need for a lot more from international as well as domestic donors, both governments as well as private organizations.
The Indian government has mobilized the army, but so far there's been no call for international help, even though countries including Britain have offered. Special tankers carrying clean water have been moved to the flooded area by train, but there's now concern about the spread of disease. There are up to 10,000 people still stranded in outlying villages. The downpours which triggered the floods and landslides have left many roads cut off, with boats and trucks the only form of transport that can get through. The forecast is for more rain, hampering rescue efforts and adding more damage to the infrastructure, leaving the region with a bill which is already believed to be around £3 billion. Ronke Phillips, ITV News.